Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today we're getting into Hermann Hesse's 1922 novel, Siddhartha.
A really profound philosophical journey.
Exactly. Our mission here is to unpack how this story, set way back in ancient India, still offers some powerful insights for self-discovery today.
About finding your own way, really.
Right. And the name itself, Siddhartha, it's Sanskrit. It means something like he who has found meaning or he who has attained his goals.
So the destination is kind of baked into the name. Let's see about the journey.
Okay, so Siddhartha starts out, he leaves his wealthy family behind.
Yeah.
He wants spiritual truth.
Yeah. He goes full ascetic, joins the samanas, fasting, meditating, really pushing the boundaries of self-denial. His friend Govinda is with him too.
A pretty intense start.
It is. But what's key here, even early on, is he realizes this extreme path, it isn't quite it either.
Ah, okay.
Then he encounters Gautama Buddha, the enlightened one. And this is, well, it's a crucial moment. Govinda joins the Buddha's followers.
Which seems like the logical next step, maybe.
Yeah. You'd think. But Siddhartha makes a different choice. He respects the Buddha immensely, but decides not to follow him.
When?
He believes real understanding, true enlightenment, has to come from within, from your own experience. It can't just be taught or passed down through rules.
That's a huge decision.
Yeah.
Rejecting the master, in a way.
A very independent path. So he moves on alone.
And then he doesn't go back to being an ascetic.
No, quite the opposite. He dives right into the material world. City life, business, gets wealthy. He even has a relationship with Kamala, the courtesan. Total immersion in sensory pleasures.
Wow, that sounds like a complete U-turn from fasting in the forest.
It absolutely is. And, eventually this life also leaves him feeling empty, spiritually unfulfilled.
So neither extreme worked on its own.
Exactly. It leads him to a really low point, actually contemplating suicide by the river.
Oh, wow.
But then he has this profound internal experience. He hears the sacred sound, a Om, resonate within him. And that kind of saves him. It shifts something fundamentally inside.
So it wasn't about going back, but finding something new within.
Precisely. And this leads him back to the river, but in a different way. He ends up staying with an old ferryman, Vasudeva.
Just living a simple life by the river.
A much humbler existence, yes. Learning from the river itself and from Vasudeva's quiet presence.
And eventually, his old friend, Govinda, finds him there.
Yes. Years later, Govinda, still a monk following the Buddhist teachings, encounters Siddhartha and eventually recognizes this deep, peaceful wisdom in his old friend, despite their totally different paths.
So what's the big takeaway here? What's Hesse getting at?
Well, a major theme is definitely experience. The idea that enlightenment or understanding doesn't come from rejecting parts of life, but from embracing the completeness of it all.
All conscious events, you mean? The good and the bad.
Everything. The asceticism, the wealth, the love, the despair, the simple work, even the suffering. It's the sum total, the integration of all these seemingly contradictory experiences that leads to insight, not just sticking to one method.
Experience is the ultimate teacher.
You got it.
And it's interesting that his real teachers, in the end, aren't the famous gurus or the formal doctrines.
Yeah, it's the river, this constant flowing thing. And Vasudeva, the ferryman, who's just described as this kindly, simple man, wisdom from unexpected places.
Can you remind us of that bit about the river? It's quite powerful.
Oh, yeah. It's when Vasudeva asks Siddhartha, essentially, if he's learned the river's secret. He says, have you also learned that secret from the river? That there is no such thing as time.
No time.
Yeah. That the river is everywhere at the same time, at the source and at the mouth. Everywhere. And that the present only exists for it, not the shadow of the past, nor the shadow of the future. It's the sense of timeless unity.
Wow. That's deep. And Hesse himself was looking for something like that, wasn't he? Trying to cure his own sickness with life.
Right. He was deeply exploring Indian philosophy, seeking this kind of transcendental unity. The novel really reflects his own internal struggles, like the pull between restlessness, always leaving and seeking, versus finding stillness. Or the tension between experiencing everything versus finding some unifying spirit. Dogma versus freedom.
So Siddhartha honors the Buddha not by copying, but by embarking on his own unique quest.
Exactly. Following the example of seeking, not just the specific instructions.
So turning this back to, anyone listening, what does this mean for your own journey of learning and understanding, especially now with so much information everywhere?
I think it's an invitation to consider how embracing the fullness of your own life experiences, even the bits that seem like detours or contradictions, might lead to a deeper, more integrated kind of wisdom.
Like Siddhartha's path, it wasn't linear.
Not at all. Maybe true understanding isn't about finding the single right path, but about weaving all your paths together into a complete whole, valuing the journey itself in its entirety.
So here's a final thought to leave you with. If understanding truly comes from the sum of all our experiences, and if time, as the river suggests, is perhaps an illusion, what might you be overlooking by trying to keep your learning or your life neatly compartmentalized? How could embracing the interconnectedness of it all actually deepen your own unique wisdom?